In this video, we are going to focus on creating announcements, assignments, and questions within your classroom. If you notice, my homepage has changed since the first video because I've made some extra classes just for example purposes. But with this, you can see what assignments are due for the courses and what's happening. So we're going to go to Algebra 1 and select Module 2 as one of our topics. You can create a topic as well if need be. So if you notice, nothing is in this class stream yet or in this topic stream. So I'm going to hover over the plus sign and create announcement. You can select multiple classes to get the announcement. And when you do that, it's going to create whatever that topic name is for every class. If you already have the topic made, then it'll just post to that topic. So we are going to go ahead and say, welcome to Module 2. We are going to learn a lot. Who knows what you want to tell them? So you do have some options down here to attach something just like you would with an email. You can access your Google Drive directly to pick specific things. You can search YouTube for videos, or maybe you found something awesome on YouTube, who knows. And then you also have this link where you can just copy and paste a URL and then it'll put it in the announcement. So if for whatever reason you want to delete it, there is obviously the trash can that you can click on. If you click on this little down arrow, you have the option to post or save draft. The schedule will be grayed out if you have multiple classes selected though, because they only allow you to do one class at a time. So for this one, we are going to save this draft. Now, whenever I'm ready to post this to all 3 classes at the same time, I just need to come back to this area and click on Save Post, click here, and click on Post. And then your students will see it immediately. I'm also going to show you how to schedule an announcement. Don't forget to check your syllabus. And then I'm going to schedule this one for, let's say, Saturday the 29th at 8 a.m. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and schedule that. Notice it is at the top. It's not actually going to show up until Saturday at 8 a.m. Now, if we go back to, let's say, second period Algebra 1, notice that my announcement has been created. It's there. And if I go into Module 2, I don't have the one that I scheduled because I only selected that one class. But if I want to have that scheduled, I just have to go up, hover over the plus sign, click on Reuse Post, and then it will allow me to select from any class I want, any post I've made in that class. So I'm going to click on the scheduled one and click Reuse. It's going to pull up the same box that you had for a regular announcement, but now I can schedule it. Let's do Saturday the 29th at 8 a.m. and then you click on schedule and now it's scheduled for that class as well. So if you want to take the time and go through and schedule each class individually, so to speak, without just having one click, boom, it's in all the classes, then you can do that, or you can save them as drafts and just go through and post them all at once on whatever day you want them to have access to it. And that's just for announcements. For all the other capabilities, it's basically the same. So if we go to, let's start with a question. Again, you can select multiple classes, but if you do that, you cannot schedule it for later. So let's say, what is your favorite color? If you want to add extra instructions, you can maybe include an item that is your favorite color. So you can add due dates to questions. So maybe I want people to answer it on the 27th. I don't care what time though. And I want to put it in Module 2 just for fun. You do have the option to go from short answer to multiple choice. That's up to you. You can allow students to reply to each other. You can allow students to edit their answer. You also have the same 4 icons as with announcements. You can attach something, access your Google Drive, access YouTube, or just have a hyperlink. So Same capabilities. If you click that little down, there's Ask, Schedule, Save Draft. Again, this is going to be kind of up to you. If you want to have it scheduled so that you don't have to remember to post it, then you're going to have to do it one class at a time and go through and reuse the post that you created. Or you can just save it as a draft. So I'm going to go ahead and just schedule it because sometimes I know I forget to do things. So we'll go ahead and schedule it, and it is scheduled. Okay, so my question is going to pop up tomorrow at 8 a.m. Finally, you have assignments, which is going to probably be the one you use the most. You can still select multiple classes, but you still can't schedule it for later dates if you select multiple classes. Now, whatever the assignment may be, let's say, I think the one I have on my Google Drive right now is how does your garden grow? It came from Seedpalms. If I click on my little Google Drive, it's going to pop up, how does your garden grow? And I'm going to add it. So students will have access to that item. I'm going to say that it is due on the 30th. Let's just make some stuff up. So notice you have students can view the file, students can edit the file, or you make a copy for each student. I personally would prefer to just make a copy for each student. That way they have their own, but you can have them make it on however you want. That's up to you. Again, you can save the draft, schedule, or assign. I'm just going to go ahead and assign it. So you got to give it a little bit. So once your assignment is created to you, it's going to look like this. It's going to say 0 have done it, 0 have not done it. I don't have any students in this class, so that's why. But it'll give you a quick overview of what you have. If you click on the assignment, it'll give you more information. You can obviously select how much you want worth. You can return stuff. You can look at the instructions, and you can see everything that you have for your students. From the student view, it's a little bit different, but it's going to look basically the same. And this will allow you to stay organized and see, well, how many students didn't do this assignment, because I know personally I don't like to go through and count individual things. There's going to be another video that I'm going to link that I did not make, but the narrator moves quickly, and she also gives you a great overview of what it looks like from a student's point of view in the classroom. That way you have a better idea of what it looks like for your students whenever you decide to introduce this to them. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. If you have any tips or tricks that you find out, or maybe something was a little off, feel free to share with everyone in this professional development. Feel free to post it within the Google Classroom Professional Development Classroom that you've all added yourselves to, because it's right there. This is going to be the final video of the series that I create, but please feel free to add any comments or suggestions. I hope you enjoyed this and have learned how to use Google Classroom in your class.